I was gonna vlog for y'all. Make sure this door lock. I was gonna vlog for y'all on my camera, but y'all, I left my dang on SD card at home, so I can't even vlog for y'all on my camera. So I guess I'm trying to get some footage on my phone. But I don't came to the doctor now. I got to do a little stuff. But when I get home, I'm gonna tell y'all all the information or whatever. And hey, precious angels, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome anyways. Y'all, I'm headed to Walmart because the lady that well, my doctor that see about me, he ain't there. So in order for me to get seen about, he got to be the one that come and do it, because the other lady, she don't be knowing what she doing. He come at 10:30, so I'm just stop by Walmart and go ahead and get all the stuff that I got to get out of Walmart. So therefore, when he do come, I won't be long, and I already been did the stuff I had to get at Walmart done. All right, y'all, so hopefully y'all can see me, because I got my little what it is, a little ring light right here, because y'all know it be so dark, so I'm trying to get y'all some light. But hopefully y'all can see me. But yeah, I went to the doctor. Everything went good. Y'all see I got the two things right here, y'all, and this one right, she tried to do drop my blood from this on right here, and it didn't work out, so she had to get it over here. But anyways, thank God for that. But what I'm gonna tell y'all, so I went to the doctor, not the OBGYN, the doctor. I went to the doctor, y'all, because like on my chest or whatever, it's like turning like a different color, like a dark color. Well, really, it's just like, this what the doctor said. The doctor said like most women get that because like up under my titties, I think I have mentioned that to y'all in like my last videos, like up under my titties it sweat real bad. But he said that like most women's, what they do, they use like some kind of like deodorant or stuff like that. I guess because, you know, when you got like heavier titties, you know, I guess down there it's sweat. But he said like most women, they use deodorant and stuff, but I don't want to use no deodorant, so I always just go so I can get me some kind of medication. And then also right here in this area, I don't know if it be like every time like I put like lotion or something on it, it be burning. So he gave me like some kind of cream, and the cream help out, and the cream actually make my skin go back to like its natural color, if that makes sense. Because like usually if y'all see sometimes, like usually it'll be like real red, but like if I get out the shower and I actually put on my lotion, then don't put lotion on there and put the medication on there, the next day it be gone. So it's probably just something that just come and go. I'm just trying to make sure it ain't nothing. Then I had to get some antibiotics because like on my private area, like at the bottom, he said sometimes it's like, it's called like a lymph test, but sometimes it could be like a cyst. They come and go too. So he said the antibiotics should just, you know, make it, because it's like a little bump, but you can't, like if you put your hand on it, you really can't feel it. It feel like it's just like inside of your skin basically. So the antibiotics supposed to help. But anyways, that's what I went to the doctor for. But I also went to the doctor because your girl is about to start surgical processing. What is known is Central Surgical Processing Tech. I'm about to start school for that. I start school May the 22nd. Yeah, I start school May the 22nd for that. But I had to go because I'm trying to get out of my what they call it, like the immunization. I think that's what she said. The immunizations like records, like the forms or whatever. But the doctor, my doctor don't do that. You have to get that from your department, like health department. So I thought I was gonna have to go back to my hometown, but you don't have to go back to your hometown, because they got like some kind of system where they could just put it in the system, put your name and your date of birth in the system, and everything pop up. So when I called where I stayed at now, I called their health department, and they were just like, yeah, they showed me what they got. So most of the stuff y'all already got, which I thank God, because when I started school, we got to pay like a $50 fee for this thing called ACEs map or something like that. But that's what, like, I guess all of our records, we got to send like all of our records. So I've been trying to like get stuff done. And then tomorrow I go and take my BLS, which is like the CPR. I got to take that course before I start school. So I go there tomorrow. So basically I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and start the video since I am going to the doctor, and then just let y'all know what's going on. So basically that was just like the thing. When I said in my other video, I was like, I gotta go and like I had a meeting. Oh, and let me tell y'all about the meeting that I had in my last video. The reason why I said it took over 2 hours, because for some reason somebody at the school put me back in like a health, they didn't put me back, they put me in like a health management course, which it was like a associate's degree. And I didn't do that myself because I didn't even do it on the computer. She said that sometimes the computer might make that mistake. I said, well, I know I ain't do it. So that's why they didn't charge me like a fee for it. But she ended up changing me because I've been trying to like apply to get in my class, but I couldn't get into my class. Yeah, I left my phone in the car. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let it pop up and show y'all. When I spoke to the Central Sterile Processing teacher, the teacher that's gonna be my teacher, when I spoke to her, I had said, you know, when is the next class? I thought class started in fall. I was asking her when is the next class, and then she was like, oh, sorry, all positions are filled. She was like, you're gonna have to wait next semester, you're gonna have to apply. She was like, because all the positions are filled. So I texted her back and I was like, I'm confused. How is all the positions you know, filled when I've been applied for this a year ago? And like, am I doing something wrong? That's what I'm asking her, because like I didn't know, but I know now, like, you know, like every semester you have to make sure that you signing up for that semester. So just like so say for instance spring semester, you got to make sure you signing up for spring. So then when fall come, you got to make sure that you signing up for fall. Even if you ain't gonna go to school for, you got to make sure that you signing up regardless. So I was kind of, you know, confused with that or whatever, but I finally got it together, because I had already did my financial aid. I just did my financial aid for 2005 2026, but I already had did my financial aid for 2024 2025. I had already did my financial aid. So I was like just really confused. But basically she probably was just saying that because for one, I wasn't signing up every semester, and then for two, somebody put me in like a health management program, so it wasn't gonna work either way it go. But I don't know what made me get up one morning and was like, I'm gonna go to the school to make sure that I'm in the correct class, well, that my program is correct. And when I went, it wasn't. So thank God that I was able to catch that and go for that. But yeah, I got a list right here and like all the stuff that I got to do before I start surgical processing tech. I got like all the stuff. Some people say central surgical processing tech. I'm just gonna say surgical processing tech because for sure it'll be SPT. But my goal is to start surgical processing tech, start that and make that career, and then work for at least a year and a half. I know some people say they work for a year, but I'm gonna try to do like a year and a half, and then you could do traveling. And I know with SPT, which is surgical processing tech, they make good money, y'all. They make like $30 an hour, some make 25. It just depends on where it's located. Like in Alabama, they big on that. In Alabama, California, I think Massachusetts or whatever, Michigan, like those states are like big on SPT. Yeah, SPT. So I'm gonna just try to see what I can do. But yeah, I'm gonna try to work at least a year and a half, and then I'm gonna try to do traveling. But I am gonna take y'all along with me. Like I said, y'all know how I said I'm gonna take y'all along with me when I had my surgery. This is another journey I want to take y'all along with me, and not only for y'all, for me too, for I could document it and, you know, have it on my stressful days as well, just to document it basically. Yeah, and then I love to do content. Like I love like vlogging for y'all and doing content. But until I, you know, take off with that, I'm gonna do what I got to do as far as like, you know, try to find a career, a job and stuff like that. And then I'm gonna try to find like a little side job on the side. And when I start on my first day of school, when I start, I'm gonna make sure I ask all the questions up front, because I know, okay, so I know a lot of people probably gonna ask, like, I only got one class, and the class that I got is like a surgical processing tech class, basically. So like I didn't have to go through all like the process as far as it taking the other class. I wish I had it up for y'all, but like math, language, all of those classes, anatomy and all of that, I didn't have to take none of those classes because I already had took them like years ago and I passed them. I think it was anatomy. I took anatomy, y'all, 3 times. The first time, okay, so the school that I was going to in my hometown, you don't have to have a B or high. You just could have a C or a D, but I think I failed because I had a D. Then I took it again and I ended up getting a C. But then when I moved here, they require you have to have a B or above. You cannot have a C or a D. So I remember that summer when I took that, no, it probably was fall. It probably was summer, I don't remember. But whenever I took that class, y'all, I was focused. And then it was around COVID time too. So everything basically was like kind of online besides the tests. And even when you did the test, you would have to have like a camera to make sure you ain't doing nothing, you know, you ain't cheating or nothing. But I remember taking that and I just prayed to God that I would get a B. And I think I got a matter of fact, I'm gonna go back and look at it and let y'all know if I got an A or a B. But I think I got an A. But that class was hard, but I didn't have to take none of those classes because I already took it, because the major that I was in was LPN, which is licensed nursery practitioner. Yeah, that's what it's called. But I took the T's test for that and I ended up failing it. So I never went back, because like every time you take these classes, I think the first time they give it to you free, then like the second, third time, whatever, you have to pay for it. So I never went back and took it. And then I think on one of my videos, I had actually went to school and did tutoring. And I think I told y'all about that. And that's what I was going to tutor for to retake the test. But I never retook the test at all. So yeah, because you have to pay for it, and I did. And then I also have already graduated before for like medical clerk. And basically what that is, I guess it's like, you know, working at like a dental office, a doctor office and stuff like that. But they don't really having like a lot of jobs for that, because it's basically like a what it is, a technical certification. So they really don't have like a lot of jobs for like medical clerk. And then too, also with the medical clerk, I don't think that they really just pay a lot of money for that as well. So even when I went to school for that in 2018, it only took me like, I think 2 semesters or 3 semesters to finish that. But even with finishing that, I really couldn't find no job. And then with the medical billing and coding, I failed the test 2 times, and then like the second time I think I had to pay. The first time, like I said, they gave it to you free, and the second time I ended up failing, and then I got discouraged and I just was like, bump it, I don't feel like doing it. And then with medical billing coding, even though you're working from home, you have to, well, with everything you have to crawl for you walk. But I think they start off at like $15-16 as well, you know, just for the beginning. And then like you have to really probably work your way up. But yeah, so I ended up feeling that. So I was like, you know what can I do? And y'all, this been like a year ago when I was supposed to get into the program that I am getting tonight. And like, I just know it's God, because like I said, with that lady that's saying that I couldn't get in, back to that story, because I don't think I even finished it. But with the teacher that's gonna be my teacher, that's saying like I couldn't get in, that next day she literally messaged me, emailed me, I'm gonna show y'all, and was like, congratulations, I have a spot, blase, 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 and this is the next step you need to take. Would you like to accept? And I was like, yes, I'll show y'all though. But so I ended up accepting that, which I really was supposed to, I would have been done, because once I get done with this class that I'm finna take right now, in the fall, I'll be doing clinicals already. Because that's just like with LPN program. I would have took that test, if I would have passed my TEAS test, I would have been taking like the LPN like tests, and then I would have did clinicals. Yep, because I done did all of my other classes that I was supposed to do. So yeah, so this is one class that I got to take, and once I take this class, next fall I'll be doing all clinical. So I'll be at either like a hospital or clinical, you know, a doctor office somewhere, like, you know, working to learn, you know, the stuff or whatever. But yeah, so I'm gonna take y'all along with me on this journey. And if anybody, you know, looking into this, because y'all, I actually found out about this on TikTok. Like, y'all, it's so many like jobs that at the hospital that people don't know about, and that's because, you know, they don't talk about it as much as they should. But yeah, so I just want to give y'all a little rant, and I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow, because I already know I'm probably all over my time. And so I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow when I'm taking my CPR class, and I do got to take a test, and I'll let y'all know how that go, and just know your girl gonna pass.